Hello, New York Giants fans. This is Tim with Online Big Blue, bringing you the best in New York Giants sports talk and entertainment. The voice is shot again. Something about a holiday yesterday. It was a fun Christmas. It was a long Christmas. Everyone in the family had a great time. I hope everyone out in Online Big Blue land had a fun holiday as well. Some people are probably wondering, did he sober up after his Baltimore Ravens prediction that the Giants will beat the Ravens? And you know what? The answer to that question is no. I did not sober up. I'm still drinking. I'm just kidding, maybe. We'll get into that in a minute, but let's go over some just brief news. Logan Ryan, of course, signs with the New York Giants for a $31 million extension over 3 years, $20 million guaranteed. Includes a $10 million at signing, 22. So, I mean, it's, you know what? It's a good contract for Logan Ryan. It really is. And that's also a good contract for the Giants because Logan Ryan is the type of player that the Giants need in the secondary. He's 29 years old. You feel he's probably got a minimum of 3 productive, competitive years left. It's not at a large dollar figure for the impact that he has on the team and in the secondary. I like it. I think it looks good. It looks good. It's one of those things that passes the litmus test. It looks good on paper, and it looks good just for the Giants in general. And you know what? And it's a key component that we could use to go into 2021. I don't even know what year it is. I'm hoping 2020 ends soon. But you know what? I was thinking it because someone sent me an email and goes, well, how does this affect how does Logan Ryan signing affect Leonard Williams? It really doesn't. I mean, we're going to purge some of our cap next season with some players that we can move on from. And there will be some trepidation in the fact that the cap will probably head downward next year because of the fact that we are not going to have the revenue that we've had in the previous years because of COVID and because of not having the stadium revenue. But this deal is not going to hinder or change the Giants' opinion on signing Leonard Williams. My opinion has always been you don't give Leonard Williams the money. People are looking at this season and they're not looking at it as an aberration. And they're not looking at the number of games he has been truly a disruptor in compared to what you want to give him or what he wants. I mean, he still wants Aaron Donald money. And to me, that's ludicrous. To pay someone like Leonard Williams Aaron Donald money, you need to look at the last 5 years of his career, not just this season. Look at the first 5, not just season 6. I mean, he's had 1 Pro Bowl season. He should have gone to the Pro Bowl this year. But it's just one of those things that and I understand he's 26 years old, but he's not a true pass rusher. A lot of his sacks are coverage sacks, which you need to give some serious credit to the secondary. And I'm hitting the thing with my glasses. I'm not being professional and going into 2021, you think I'd be professional by now. But a lot of his sacks are coverage sacks. The last 2 games when we really needed him the most and we needed him to step up, he's pretty much disappeared. And I've said this before, Leonard Williams has never played a big game in his NFL career. And that's not Leonard Williams' fault. He's just been on bad teams. But to take 9 to 10% of your cap and put it on a defensive tackle / quasi defensive end and think that he is going to be a difference maker for the next 4 years, when there will probably be some premier edge rushers available, it's not sound thinking. Now, the problem is the whole Leonard Williams situation has never really been sound thinking. It's been one of those things because now everyone's like, oh, Leonard Williams is so great. Leonard Williams is so great. Dave Gettleman says, what's a steal? Well, you know what? We're still going to be at the same point. We're going to have to pay a guy a large sum of money that he's really not worth. Now, is he a good component to have on your defensive line? Of course he is. Anyone says he's not doesn't watch how he plays. But he is a guy that disappears at time. He barely plays 75% of the snaps. We gave the big money to Blake Martinez and Logan Ryan, and they every week almost infallibly, they play 100% of the snaps. You never see him come off the field. Leonard Williams, they shuffle in and out. So I'm not going to give $18, $19 million to Leonard Williams because he had 6 good weeks and not look at the first 5 years of his career. And it's always amazing that, and it doesn't just happen to the Giants, but it's always amazing that these players who have all this potential have their breakout season on a contract year or on a tag year. We could tag them again, but again, I don't want to tie up that much cap space in Leonard Williams because honestly, we have some other holes that we need to fill on defense and on offense. We need a premier edge, plain and simple. We need a Robin to Blake Martinez's Batman. We need a wide receiver. We need a tight end. We could use another offensive lineman. I mean, I think we need 2 wide receivers. So I do not feel comfortable taking that large portion of money and giving it to Leonard Williams. Now, if Leonard Williams had proven over the last 6 seasons that he was worth that cash, I would have no problem with that. But a lot of people are just basing, and I've seen it on I've seen it on Twitter, especially when the Giants were in the winning streak. Oh, we got to sign Leonard Williams. We got to sign Leonard Williams. We got to give Leonard the money. Okay, where are those people now that he disappeared in the last 2 weeks? Now we need him big time for the Baltimore game. But again, I am not going to base my cap figure off what I'm going to give Leonard Williams off of 2 games. I mean, the smartest thing Dave Gettleman can do is let him walk because the fact that, like I said, we do not have a plethora of cap space. We can have more by making some changes, and people keep forgetting that Nate Solder's cap number basically froze for a year. That's all it did. We still owe him that guaranteed money. Now, what that will mean is going to be it'll be looked at, and like I said, we'll get into more. I'm not getting into the cap now because of the fact of 2 reasons. Number one, we're not going to know what the cap's going to be because of the revenue issue. And number 2, we don't know what the Giants' long-term plans are or if Nate Solder will even retire. Nate Solder retires, that's a whole other conundrum. Only not even the fact for the cap, which would be a good thing for us, but also filling another spot on the offensive line. But I mean, let's just be happy we got Logan back. We got Logan coming back. We'll figure out what we're going to do with Leonard Williams in the offseason. In reference to the Baltimore Ravens game, have I changed my mind? No. I still have this gut feeling, and I had the same gut feeling in the Seattle game, that the Giants' defense is going to game plan and strategize correctly and you never can truly eliminate the ability of Lamar Jackson. You can't because he's that type of special player. But you can limit the damage that he does. And I think Patrick Graham is going to put together a game plan right now that will show and be a blueprint for how to slow down Lamar Jackson. That's how much faith I have in this Giants defense right now. Now, the offense, I'm not going to sit there and tell you. We're going to score a ton. We're not sure who the quarterback's going to be yet. And I'm predicting this on either both Daniel Jones or Colt McCoy or a 2-headed monster of each other playing. But I have the feeling that the Giants defense are going to go after and attack Yannick Ngakoue and Calais Campbell. They're going to show that they're not going to be afraid to establish. Jason Garrett will be back, and he's going to show he's not going to be afraid to establish the run, which I think it'll do the same thing like we did in Seattle. Like I said, you establish the run to set up the play action pass in the second half. And I think they're going to work that game plan, and I think they're going to work that to a T. And I'm feeling Giants 21, Ravens 17. I know. It seems crazy. It seems ludicrous. But you know what? You thought the same thing when I picked Seattle. And I only got the Seattle game wrong by 2 points. Why? Because of that damn safety. I had that game 17-10. Oh, that still bugs me to this day because I lost a lot of cash on that game. I didn't lose cash. I just didn't. I could have won a lot of cash on that game because I bet the score and I had 17-10 Giants. Oh, that would have been bank. But like I say, you know what? I am still sticking to my prediction. I am sticking to the Giants beating the Baltimore Ravens. And of course, we will do a show after the game, and hopefully we'll have a happy show. And again, this is Tim with Online Big Blue, bringing you the best of New York Giants sports talk and entertainment. And as always, if you could subscribe, if you could ring that bell, you know what that means? That'd be awesome.